Friendly reminder to rate, like, subscribe, and follow Teach Me Good wherever you listen to podcasts. Pretty please. It helps us out a lot. Okay. Now that you've done that, go check out our Patreon where we're trying to save up to talk to Tony Hawk via Cameo. Plus you get lots of perks like a mug. And exclusive episodes. Love you. Enjoy the episode.
Welcome to the Teach Me Good podcast with your host Art Kai. Soon you'll hear from him and his friend Fernando, and later they'll talk to a special guest who will teach them about something. Not everything will be accurate, but hey, we're all just trying our best out here. Yeehaw! Enjoy.
We're live. Guys? Hello? Fernando? Lauren?
What's up, everybody?
No.
What's going on?
Hi.
I thought you guys ditched me.
No,
I have
no,
to do
we're
this
here.
myself.
Yeah, before the podcast started, Fernando and I were frantically texting each other.
What?
I do.
About what?
I do love the idea.
Whoever breaks first.
We were
That's a fight.
people were watching this just saw me, and then you started talking to a third person who is
Yeah.
off camera.
Lauren is off camera right now. This is not a traditional episode. I also want to say that real quick. Yeah, we're just kind of hanging out today.
Yeah.
We're talking about cool stuff. There's some things that on my mind I want to talk about, like Fernando's dad FaceTiming him really drunk.
Why does he want to talk about that?
Why not?
Okay.
Lauren and I are cat sitting. She's trying to get the cat to speak on mic right now. It's not really working. Yeah, those are two of the topics on my mind.
Oh wow, that's a full hour of
That's a
conversation
hour
right there.
Lauren, what's up?
Is this a regular podcast episode?
What do you mean by regular?
Or
What
is
do
this
you
a
describe regular?
Patreon episode?
No, this is gonna be live, baby.
This is free.
And
I gotta say, so far,
I was
people
not
are getting their
involved
money's
with that.
worth.
yeah, this is
Yeah.
100, 200 listeners are gonna hear this.
100% people that are like, this is worth the free that I paid.
I feel like you're shitting on this podcast. I don't know why. This podcast rules.
Just on this opening.
Why? What do you mean? I'm having a good time. I'm carrying this opening right now. What are your thoughts, Lauren? Do you not want to be on this anymore?
No, it's fine. I just
Okay.
didn't know. Now I feel like I have to teach you something.
No, I mean, do you have anything on your mind you want to teach us?
I mean, I have so many things on my mind at all times.
You know, on the walk here, Art kept singing One Direction
Really?
songs.
It was actually Fernando singing One Direction song.
He was like speaking the lyrics of "You Don't Know You're Beautiful" the entire walk here.
The song's called "What Makes You Beautiful."
That's
He's right.
why would I know that? I don't know anything about the group.
Why don't you know
Maybe
anything about the
should
group?
Listen to a little podcast.
Yeah, why don't you listen
Art
to
Art's
the
the one that
episode?
was doing all of it, so of course I don't know it.
That's
It's
true.
Art's thing.
I feel like you're coming in hot and fighting me. You're trying to fight me today.
No,
I mean, I think I do have unlimited knowledge about all subjects in the world, maybe excluding STEM.
Okay.
So if you have any questions,
that's so
I
many.
can-
That's so many.
Yeah.
That's
It's
like
most
a-
of the world. Half
the way the world works, the way the world is. Don't know
Yeah.
anything about that. But if you want to ask me about
But shit that's happened.
my favorite Animal Crossing characters, I
Who's
know
your-
a lot about that.
which type of bender would you be in the Avatar universe?
I think I would be a firebender.
Oh, really?
A
I would
firebender?
not have guessed that for you.
Why not?
I just feel like firebenders are just all aggression and all
Mm.
offense, and
They're all
I have a
bark.
lot of anger
They're all
inside me.
bark. No bite. What?
I said I have a lot of anger.
yeah, but it's
inside
like
me.
muted. It's a muted anger, whereas firebenders.
What are you
more
angry about?
Explosive. Well, she's dating someone that
Have
she's.
you seen the world?
Yo, what's going on in the world? It's one of those podcasts now. We're talking about what's happening.
This has turned into Pod Save America.
I think this podcast will save America. I think it's sort of saving. I think it's making people more open-minded. I think I've become more open-minded.
Have you?
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like we've given you the same speech almost every episode, which is it's okay for people to have passion.
That's for the audience. It's not for me.
I don't know.
I understand what I'm doing.
I feel like off mic we also get into the same arguments.
Not about being open-minded, but like semantics, sure, maybe a little bit.
What?
We do get into a lot of arguments about semantics.
God,
Wow.
Lauren, are you jealous that you're not at work with us at all times?
No.
every day?
No.
People say that. Your girlfriend says that. She's like, God, I would love to be a fly. I'm like, you don't want to be a fly in our
Yeah,
world.
'cause it's just me
I would
madness.
hate working.
Has
at your
Art told
company.
you about how our lunches are just me and him yelling at each other for 45 minutes?
No.
And people just are. Other people are there.
Yes.
And they cannot keep up.
It's other people sitting with us and me and Art arguing about the way one word should be used.
Yeah.
And then everybody else being like, "What is this conversation?"
And they'll try to like change the subject.
Yeah.
Like they'll hear something that we're arguing about. Like for example, I don't know. Like we'll like mention like a statue or something. It's like, oh, one time I saw a cool statue, and then we're like, no, we're not talking about that. You know, we're not talking about that. It will move.
What?
It's
Yes.
there.
It sounds like you're a really mean clique. And people are just trying to be your friends, and you're just like,
Yeah.
you're
Well-
like, you're speaking in a different language in front of them, knowing that they don't speak that
That is what it
language.
feels like.
it is just me and Art. It is just me. Me and Art are the only ones keeping track of everything that's
Yeah.
being said.
Yeah. Which we don't do that. We don't do that on the pod though, which is nice. I'd
No,
say.
yeah. Today we got into an argument about how the phrase "pretty good" should be used.
Yeah.
What was the conclusion?
There was none.
There never is. We never agree at the end.
We didn't change
at-
either
At,
minds.
at the end of
Art
every,
says pretty good a lot.
yeah.
he does say pretty good a lot, but
good. That's
oh
what
no,
he
it's
says.
pretty
Oh,
o-
no,
pretty
no,
often,
pretty
pretty
often,
often,
pretty
pretty often.
often.
Sorry, pretty often.
Yeah. Like I do this pretty often.
Yeah,
He doesn't say that then.
is pretty often was the phrasing, and what something. Let me ask you, Lauren, if something happens 40% of the time, would you say that qualifies as pretty often?
We have a guest on the podcast for our video watchers.
Dude, this cat loves you.
I mean, animals love me. I
There's
don't
a
know.
Okay,
cat
pretty
on-
often, 40% of the time.
Or would you say often? Or no?
No, no,
would
no.
You say, yeah.
Those are like the same thing to me. Pretty often and often.
Okay,
Mm.
that's wrong. But let's not
Okay.
get into that.
Okay, wait. What about like 2 out of the 5 days of the week? Let's say you do something 2 out of the 5 days of the week. Would you say that is pretty often, or would you say that is like sometimes?
I guess that's pretty. Wait, two out of 5 days.
Yeah.
A week. Yeah. Like your work week's
What about
5 days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I guess. No, I wouldn't say that.
You would not say
Wait,
pretty
no,
often.
I guess it depends on the thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
If it's like,
this,
if I-
this is a non-essential thing. It doesn't. It's not like
And I
life.
do it just once a day.
You just need it. You don't need this. It's just something that happens.
Yeah.
2 out of 5 times a week.
Like should we give an example?
No, we don't need an example. I feel like she's got
She's got
she's
it?
got a grasp of what's going on.
I guess pretty often.
You guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I'm thinking like if I worked out 2 days a week,
Uh-huh.
I work out pretty often. I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Interesting. I would not say personally I would not say pretty often. I would say sometimes.
Because Art is a madman.
And why am I a madman? I feel like that's sometimes. I
Sorry,
feel like
Kat.
3 days a week, that's pretty often. I work out pretty often. But two times, that's sometimes.
I'm gonna be honest. I've lost all interest in this conversation after this cat has
Like I love him. We love
just started
you.
hanging out with
Yeah,
me.
so there's a cat on
It's-
Fernando's lap.
It's so interesting that he's on your lap because it took him like 2 weeks to sit on our lap.
Yeah, he
and
likes.
He
What's up?
just immediately sat on
I'm
your
I'm
lap.
telling you, animals love me almost immediately.
What is it? Do you have like a certain pheromone that you're giving off, like a musk?
I
How
couldn't
does smell you?
I couldn't tell you.
You do smell good.
He's
What? What's up?
Are you just sniffing into the microphone pretending
Well, who's gonna know?
Art is not sniffing me?
Okay, you smell worse now. I think because you made that comment, and now I'm mad.
Mm.
Let me get in your pits. Okay, like oaky. There's a little oak in that. Some balsa
To get the
wood.
full experience of this podcast, you
sandalwood.
1 have to watch the video to see the cat, and
Yeah.
2 have to listen to the audio so you can hear Art sniffing without thinking that he could possibly be sniffing.
I
for him.
am sniffing him.
Wait, Art
and
just
it
pet
smells
you just
good.
pet this cat in the most aggressive way I've
He looks really angry.
Yeah,
now.
Art I think most people pet like they lightly Art let like the whole weight of his arm onto this cat to where like the cat's neck buckled
Oh,
underneath
man.
of it.
It's dead.
No, it was
It's
funny.
dead.
Stop, don't.
This cat loves me, dude.
He bit me today.
What? Why?
I don't want to say. No, he was on the bed,
Mm-hmm.
and I put out my hand to see if he wanted to come and be pet, and he came up to me, and I was like, "This is it. I can pet him." And then instead, he released the full fury of 3 bites upon
Whoa.
my forearm. I went. Hang, hang, hang.
Wow.
I mean, not deep. It like literally didn't hurt. He just
hate you.
he just like stuck his teeth into my
That's
arm.
my girlfriend, dude.
I think he was kind of on high alert today because there's a lot of birds at the window, and so he was in like predator mode where he was making these weird chirping noises, and his like ears were back, and he was like low and wiggling his butt a bit. So I think oh, I'm so loud now.
You're louder.
Yeah.
The levels were a little low. But
Sorry.
Are we ready to get recording? I'm
Yeah, I
like,
think we should start
in
the
about like
podcast.
15 seconds. I'm going to start it over. We'll
okay,
be good
let's
to
do
go.
it.
Okay, just I mean, keep talking. I'll jump in when we're.
All right. So I don't know. I'm feeling kind of sad lately.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Okay.
welcome to the Teach Me Good podcast. I am your host, Fernando Ruiz, with my co-host, Art Kai, and we have a guest today with us, Lauren DeMundo.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Hello.
Who do you know here?
Who do I know here?
Yeah, who do you know here? What
I-
are your credentials?
I live here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, let's get into Lauren's relationship with here.
Mm-hmm.
We are an arts apartment,
This is
and
my
he does share it with our lovely guest, Lauren DeMundo here.
Yeah.
Who I don't know you. You know, you're just here sometimes, and I'm like, oh, I guess this person lives here, which is fun.
I mean, that's what roommates are.
Yeah, we do share a room. Sometimes I get kicked out and sleep on the couch.
I put him in the dog.
The dog house.
Actually, who's slept on the couch the most
You
in
actually
this
have.
relationship?
I don't think
It's
it's slept.
me.
I don't think it's.
Do you fall asleep on the couch watching TV? Is that something you do?
No, I
Fight. We fight.
Yeah, I had like a really bad cough like a couple weeks ago,
Mm.
and I would just like come out here
To
and sleep
not-
on the
yeah.
couch to not disturb
Disturb
Art.
me. Which is nice. I would have slept on the couch. This couch is really comfortable to sleep on, though. So.
Yeah, the couch is very comfy,
So it's
I
like-
didn't mind.
It's not like a bad thing, sleep on
Yeah.
the couch.
Yeah, it was also like I was coughing so much that it was like keeping me up.
Yeah.
So I'd rather, I don't know. I was like, well, he deserves the bed more because he's
Sure.
actually sleeping while I'm like sitting awake. So I sat on the couch.
Yeah, that's fair. I have a question for you, Lauren. I'm actually curious. Do you have any questions for our friendship and relationship and who we are, me and Fernando?
Oh yeah, we were talking. Well, this isn't a question. This is more of a statement. But Fernando,
Ooh.
how do you feel? Art and I were discussing this recently.
I'm nervous to hear what this is.
I'm
What
very-
were we
yeah, very
discussing?
worried.
We talk about a lot of stuff.
That Art has
Mhm.
accidentally
Ooh.
built
Yeah.
your life.
He's built my life?
Yes,
I wouldn't
he-
even say accidental. This is
On
been
purpose.
Pretty.
You're like your new. Well, no, a good portion of your New York
Sure.
life. Your job,
Yeah.
My job.
Yeah.
your girlfriend,
Your
Art
girlfriend.
introduced you.
Yeah.
Sure.
Your roommate.
Roommate.
Sure.
You guys do a mic show together.
Yeah.
You do this together.
That's more. This
Okay.
is this
Yeah.
is collaborative though.
Yeah, that's collaborative.
But
But I mean,
both
I feel
are
like
my ideas.
girlfriend, living situation, and job is like 3
Huge.
big parts of
Yeah,
someone's
that-
life.
and like your roommate. Yeah.
I would say I've dated a few people over the last year, and 3 of them Art has been involved
Yes.
with. So
That is true.
that is
Well,
So funny.
introducing wise, that sounds like
Yeah.
you dated them also.
Oh no, yeah. I introduced.
Art was not
you.
involved.
yes,
I
with
was
them.
not
yeah.
involved.
Art introduced me to 3 people.
They
that
are
I-
my
I just got very
friends.
defensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't take
People,
them,
yeah,
did he?
people that I don't even know that well, but they are
Oh.
my friends. But yeah, how do you feel about that?
How do I feel about that? I don't
Yeah.
even think about it, if I'm being honest.
But like everywhere you turn, he's there.
You're getting defensive about this, dude. Just admit that you owe me your life.
Like, what time do you go to work? 8 a.m.
I have to be there 8:15. Yeah.
8 to
Yeah.
5. He's there.
He's
Well,
actually
so
not
nine-
Art.
nine
Art
hours.
Well,
is-
yeah,
Art- Art gets there at
8:45
9:30, yeah.
to 5 p.m. He's there.
Yeah. Yeah. So you don't even think about it,
I don't even think about it. No.
really?
It is strange how much of my life Art has kind of made his, and it's stranger because I feel like
Snakes.
Art also wants to be more involved in it. Because,
Really?
because sometimes I will say something and Art's like, I hate being stuck in the middle, and I'm like, you're not. You're putting yourself there, Art.
Yes.
You're putting yourself there.
No, I think I am sometimes stuck in the middle.
Art-
Not like stuck in the
Art
middle.
will
but, like,
claim
I
he's
am.
in the middle, but then he will do more things that I feel like inherently put himself more in the middle, and I find that strange. I do find that strange.
No, okay. In my defense, it's not me. I am exaggerating a little bit. I will say I am in quote unquote the middle, but it's more like you have a friend and I have a friend, and separately we also have friendships, and they tell me things, and then you tell me things, and I have to just exist in this like weird, quote unquote middle. So, and it's not like bad. I just complain about it because it's funny.
That sounds really dramatic.
I know.
It's like that's just what friendship is.
I feel like more so than
just
anything,
kidding.
this affects Art more than it affects me because I honestly doesn't even register to me.
No, I say the middle thing because it's funny. Because it's just like, I'm fucking stuck in the middle.
Yeah.
Like, I heard about this dinner you guys had.
Yeah.
And just, oh, my God.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's funny because I get to complain. I like complaining about things in a funny way, you know?
But Art has built my life in a way that is very strange.
Yeah, I think you can maybe get into like you could start a business.
With Fernando?
No, well, yeah, you could do that.
Oh, I can make him do it. I can make this guy do everything.
I'm a success story.
Yeah.
No, you start a business.
Sure.
Advertising. Hey,
Advertising.
look what I've done to this guy. I've gotten him a job.
Yeah.
I introduced him to his roommate. I introduced him to his girlfriend.
Sure.
We have a show together. We have a podcast together.
A year ago, this guy was
he's
nothing.
Right.
He's the image of success.
I'm like a life coach for you. Right. Yeah.
So yeah, you could become like some sort of life. That's more than a life coach though. A life coach
Right.
doesn't like get you a girlfriend.
But
like
I'm like a live-in life coach.
yeah,
I'm like a very
they
involved.
teach you how to get a
like-
girlfriend,
I'm
but
like
they
your
don't
dad.
get you one. Well,
I'm
not
like
that
your
he got you a
daddy.
girlfriend,
Yeah,
but
he didn't
introduced
teach
you.
me how to get
Well, I taught you some stuff, dude. I taught you some tricks.
he introduced me to an acquaintance of his.
No. I told you remember what I told you? I said what you gotta do with
You're
women.
gonna get married to this girl, Fernando.
No, what you gotta do with women? This is what you do. You gotta take a little, gotta get a little dollar. You gotta wave it in front of their face, and they'll start
A
talking to
dollar.
you. Yeah, see, it got her talking, and you did that to Meredith. It was so bad where you had to like put your arm out to her head because she tried to kind of hug you, but
Oh my God.
you knew the arm's length was good enough to not get you.
Art sort of got me my job too.
Ooh.
Yeah, I did do that.
He introduced me to his friend, who then sent my resume in and got me the job.
Look, I don't know, I shouldn't be saying this, but I have such an influence on everybody in New York City. It's kind of crazy. You guys don't even know the extent of it. This is just the iceberg. It goes deeper. It goes up to, you know what? It doesn't even go deep. It goes up to the top. All right. There are people here that I am
It's just a really
connect
tall
with.
iceberg
No,
with nothing
well, yeah, it's
underneath.
the opposite.
How's it floating?
An inverted iceberg. The tip of the iceberg, we're there, but also it goes up even more. I have a lot of influence. Yeah, got us this apartment,
Got this
Wow.
apartment. Yeah.
which is crazy.
He got me my job. Or he introduced me to my current boyfriend.
Who's your
Who?
current boyfriend?
Who?
And
It's me.
I don't want to say his name. I like to keep my relationships private.
Yeah, Art did name the person I'm dating. I'm hoping we bleep that out. in the
And
post,
he
but-
found me he found me a roommate to live with.
Yeah,
It's very
Yeah.
sweet of him.
me. So
Yeah.
I do. I control a lot of aspects of. And to your roommates, I got him a roommate. You know, it goes both ways.
Mhm.
You know. Again, I have a lot of influence in this town. So, and no one talks about it.
But again,
enough.
I would like to say that the
Mhm.
two people that Art introduced, my roommate and the
Yeah.
person I'm dating now,
Sure.
they were both acquaintances of Art's before he introduced me to them.
Yeah, but I still, you're trying to make it seem, you're trying to dilute this whole situation.
But what
this
I'm
is a
saying
real
is
thing,
like
baby.
you introduced me to. I'm saying that I still put in the work.
The work.
I still.
I taught you all the tricks, dude. I taught you all the tricks on how to do things. Oh my god. How to talk to people. How to, that book, How to Be Successful and Win Friends or whatever.
Is that Donald Trump's book?
No.
It's Donald
It's like a
Darko's
self-help
book.
Donald Darko. Oh, that's. Yeah, Lauren. If you were gonna choose the way you died, how would you choose to die?
We were talking about that on
Yeah.
the train right here.
How would I die? Like,
Yeah.
Peacefully in my sleep.
That's what I said.
Why did you want to like get shot out of a cannon or something?
Yeah, that's your vibe.
Yeah,
You got a circus vibe,
I'm a
dude.
I'm a carny.
You do got a circus vibe, do you?
I did dream of being a carny growing up. Like, I learned to juggle. I tried to get my mom to buy me a unicycle.
Yeah.
Ow, ow, ow.
I really.
The cat's on Lauren's lap right now, clawing. Anyway, sorry, your mom got you a unicycle?
No, I said I asked her for a unicycle.
Okay.
She did not. No, my mom would not buy
Okay,
me.
sorry.
Wouldn't that be? That's too quirky of a thing for
Wait,
a mom.
you're telling me your mom didn't buy you anything you ever wanted?
No.
This is sad.
My mom bought me a lot of gifts that required batteries that I never got to use because she refused to buy batteries. so I just had things that shells basically that I had to keep for years.
A lot of Game Boys.
Yeah, just
like multiple Game Boys.
And I would just look at it and be like, "Hey, Mom, can we get like some triple A's?
Shells.
Give me some double A's next time I go to the store." She's like, "No, their batteries are expensive."
Damn, dude.
And so I just had to look like at a remote control Tony Hawk.
Yeah,
For-
just there.
for
That's a,
years.
How
that's a.
how
that's a
did you want to
statue.
die?
It doesn't matter. And apparently, everybody wants to die in their sleep. So I'm no longer interested.
He says he prefers to
I mean,
die
well,
the
I-
Donnie Darko way.
A darker way?
Donnie Darko way.
Oh, Donnie Darko
Where
way.
a plane comes in when he's
not
laughing
a-
in his sleep or in his bed, which is the weirdest. What are you laughing about, dude? Just like whatever.
What is Donnie Darko laughing about?
He's laughing about the absurdity of his situation.
Then that's what I'm
I
laughing
mean,
at.
I wouldn't have to. I wouldn't need to die in my sleep, but like it was instantaneous and there was no build up. Like if
That's
I
what I
suddenly
mean.
like
See?
exploded, I'd be fine.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Donnie
like I don't
Darko
want to
style.
like die in a. Even if I were to die instantaneously in a plane crash, like
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to die in a plane crash because there's like minutes of
But
me.
this isn't a plane
possibly
crash.
vomiting.
This is Donnie
Yeah.
Darko style. So you're sitting in your bed, relaxing, laughing, having a good old time, and then a plane engine falls out of the sky and crushes you. So instant, just like you asked for. You had no clue it was coming.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's fine as long as I feel no pain.
Yeah.
'Cause
You're
it
trying to
would-
feel pain?
It would
Or-
be kind of funny.
No, I just said instant.
Okay.
I'm
I
dying
didn't
Donnie
know-
Darko style. There's no Donnie Darko never goes. He dies.
Like, if you watch a director commentary, the guy goes, "Yeah, he was there for a while. He was."
There's no
dying,
way he
was
says
he
that.
was
He does
rushed to
not.
the
He does not
hospital.
say that.
fucking dying.
He does not
Recovered.
say that.
He actually described in detail. He was like, he felt a burning sensation in his legs that moved up to his through his spine and eventually to his
He had a
face.
UTI.
He had a UTI.
UTI.
Yeah.
That's actually what killed him.
Yeah.
It was like he was.
UTI.
It was like one of those things
He
where
just
it's like,
take his
oh,
antibiotics for a few
Yeah.
days.
right, like an underlying condition. It
Yeah.
was like that's the actual thing that killed him. It's
Yeah,
like
so-
COVID, you know.
Yeah. Insurance won't cover it.
Oh no, what do they cover? You know what I mean?
That'd be so sad
But
if you
y'all
were
have
crushed by a
insurance?
plane engine and
Oh,
they
yeah.
didn't cover like surgery because you had a UTI.
I'm
Sorry, she really should have.
I mean, you bring that up, and I think it's
Better
interesting.
options.
There are probably situations where someone got into like a car accident or like a plane accident or something. They have like crazy cosmetic issues, but their insurance probably would not cover it because it's just cosmetic. Like how insane is that's sad, right?
Yeah.
That reminds me. There's a former Marine who was like he got caught in a fire while he was in active duty and just got covered in like burn scars
Yeah.
across his body.
Mm.
Just
Anakin
like,
Skywalker
like his
style.
he looks like Anakin Skywalker. kind of. Like
Whoa.
he has no hair or anything. It's just all scar tissue.
Wow.
Nice.
And he became a
No.
bad.
stand-up comic, right?
Who?
I forget what his name is, but his opening line when he went on stage is he'd look at the audience as he's a complete scar
Yeah.
tissue and goes, "You should see the other guy," and it
That's
kills.
pretty funny.
Yeah, it kills every time.
Wait, it's
That's
like who's the other
scary.
guy? I don't get it.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's dumb,
A
sorry.
sovereign nation. I don't.
Oh yeah, he destroyed a sovereign nation.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we're pro. Are we anti-war here? What's the vibe?
That's a stance you get to take. This is
War
your,
keeps me in business.
this is your podcast.
War keeps you guys in business.
It's our podcast.
This is. I mean, your name is on the plaque, so it's your podcast.
Not because I want it to be. I'm
Oh.
actually working to etch your name into it.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, your name is on the plaque.
Right.
But
But you have. I remember you making a big stink about how your name's on in the description.
I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
You also. I don't think you made a huge stink about it either.
Yeah.
Just making shit up for this pod. Are you just interviewing everybody, Lauren? You're just pointing the. This is why we need you on video. 'Cause
See
you're
my
just-
blood.
You're pointing everything.
Well,
and
I
pointing
wasn't
everything.
doing that for anyone. I was doing it.
Mm.
I mean, you had to bring it up, but I was burping. And
Oh,
I didn't want to burp into
sure.
the mic, so I put my mic down.
This is nice.
And now I have to talk about it.
Any other questions for our friendship and our relationship?
What do you think?
Okay. What do you think on it?
Have you guys ever discussed
Kissed.
a book before?
A book, like
Yeah.
a book that we've
Like,
both
do
read.
do either of you read? Is what I'm getting
I think
at.
Art
I've
pretends
read.
to read something. He
I
read a
pretend
meditation.
to read.
Read a meditation book supposedly.
I did read a meditation book. I read sometimes. I don't read often, but I read sometimes.
I'm convinced I'm dyslexic.
Genuinely.
I'm genuinely convinced I'm dyslexic. I've never
fair.
been formally diagnosed. I have been diagnosed as 5'7", but I do think I'm 5'6".
I think I'm 7'5" because I'm
hard bar.
dyslexic.
Well, no, I doctors have told me they're like, you're 5'7". I'm like, I think you're lying to me. I'm 5'6".
So what? Why don't you trust
You
your
had
doctor?
you had trouble in school?
They have what?
Trouble in school?
Oh yeah, for sure, famously.
Emotional or actual trouble?
What was the
Academic.
second one?
Emotional or
Oh.
actual trouble?
Actual.
Yeah. Emotional's not real.
No, yeah, no, I struggle reading for sure, but I can't tell if it's just because I'm lazy. So
Mm.
Do you get bored with books quickly?
who doesn't?
I think I get
I-
pretty into books sometimes.
But I think getting bored while you're reading is a perfectly natural thing. I don't think that's a sign
It
of
depends on
dyslexia.
the book, but
Yeah, I've read some pretty engaging books. I'm like, this is I'm gonna keep reading this.
I don't know though. I think most people that I think Gen Pop would agree that
Gen
reading
Pop?
would agree reading is pretty boring.
Really? Probably.
Yeah,
General
So-
pop. Yeah, maybe.
so I'm gonna take it as a no. You've never discussed a book before.
I think we have.
We've discussed.
Have you read The Kite Runner?
You always bring up The Kite Runner as if it's like the only book you've ever read.
It's one of the few. It's one of the few. So
I've never read it.
I
I
can
never read
name
it
every
either.
book I've ever read. And
Yeah.
it is
On one hand.
it is The Kite
Yeah.
Runner. It is The 5 People You Meet in Heaven.
Yes.
And it is The Lightning Thief.
All in a weekend.
And and I think the first 3 series of Unfortunate Events.
Okay.
So,
Ah.
We've discussed Unfortunate Events a little bit.
but have you read
And
you haven't read the
Lightning
book?
Thief.
I've read a few of those books. Yeah.
What's up?
You discussed The Lightning Thief.
But I haven't read that book.
Oh, I'm a huge fan of The
Meredith.
Lightning Thief. The Lightning Thief was one of my favorite series.
Again with the
growing up.
girlfriend name. We gotta bleep that out now.
Yeah.
Too.
But now they say Lightning Thief. It's very clear. Anyways,
Yeah.
we gotta bleep out the book.
Yeah. That's copyright material. That's bad. Wait. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think we've ever like deeply discussed a book together. Right?
No.
We discussed a lot of movies.
Okay, I have another question.
Yeah.
5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you guys will still be friends?
No.
Yes. Why not?
Sorry, I felt movement.
What?
Yeah, the ground
Lauren
just the
again,
ground did shake a little bit.
Yeah.
Lauren just
I-
moved around.
Do I think me and Art will still be friends in 5 years?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no.
Why not?
I'm gonna say one of us is either gonna become really successful or I'm gonna completely spiral out of control. So one of the
Or
two,
both.
one of the two is gonna happen. So either Art's gonna become super successful or
Yeah.
I will. Not
Mhm.
both of them. Neither in no scenario do either one of us, both of us become successful.
Yeah.
Either that or I completely lose it and snap. Because I already
You think you're gonna blame yourself?
I already
You're
go
gonna
off
be
the I already go
crux?
off the rails.
Why don't you think we can be one of us be successful and still be friends?
Just doesn't compute to me. Because
Why not?
I'm once one of us is successful, I'm cutting you out. You know?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You're
Once
being serious.
once you become famous, Art, I'm cutting you out.
You're
I
being
can't
serious.
do it.
No way.
I'm like, you're a phony. you know?
I want to be successful
I-
for
I
this
re-
reason.
I read
want to.
I read the synopsis of Catcher in the Rye and I just
Mhm.
became that character. So
What's his name?
Fletcher.
Not far
yeah,
off.
That's kind of.
That's not far
that
off.
encompasses who he is.
Yeah, he gives off Fletcher vibes
Yeah.
for sure.
What's his name?
Holden.
Okay.
Yeah, right. It gives off Fletcher vibes.
Holden Caulfield.
Caulfield, which is dumb. Anyway, no, I wouldn't cut you out, but you would cut me out.
Easily.
Yeah.
Without question.
But the issue is, I would be so aggressive to getting in touch with you.
Nah, I'd change my number.
I'd still find you somehow.
I'd change my number. I'd move to Montana.
You would go this length just to be away from me.
To be away from everybody, yeah.
In your mind, are you thinking you're
Wait,
the
if-
successful one?
Wait, but also
No,
when
I'm
you're
not.
famous, are you ditching literally everyone in your life?
No, just Art.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
I
the
mean, like
five-year-
Lauren,
five-year
I'll,
thing.
I'll still text you occasionally.
Thanks.
But then I'll get your number from Lauren.
Well, no, but your number's blocked.
Mm.
Oh. But then I'll text her. I'll text you from her phone.
Mm.
We only FaceTime.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I'll be there.
When you're not there.
But by this point, I have an iPhone.
yeah, you'll have enough.
I have an
money.
iPhone, so
'Cause
we,
now
yeah,
you're the
it's
rich
5
one.
years, you're
I should
successful.
plug that I do have a GoFundMe. Please go to my link tree in my Instagram. It's at
Yeah.
Oak Cliff Daddy is my handle. You'll find it there.
I genuinely think we'll be friends forever.
Forever.
Not even a joke.
That's
I
very
think
sweet.
I think
That's
we will
nice.
die, being like one of us will die and we'll be like,
No.
that was one of my best friends.
Maybe
I'm
you'll die at
tearing
the
up a
same
little bit
time.
thinking about it.
Yeah.
Holding hands.
Maybe we'll die holding hands and
Kissing.
laughing in bed as a plane engine falls on top of us.
That's not the way we want to go. That's 2/3 of us do not want to go that way.
The plane engine will just hit you.
Lauren did say that she'd be cool with that. She said it's instantaneous and she's happy.
Uh-oh.
She's fine. She's fine with that.
Cat's here again.
If
All
it
right,
was,
sorry.
if you can promise me instantaneous death,
Yeah, she's fine with it.
then I could do it.
I want a slow but really euphoric death. Like I want it to last like 6 hours.
Drowning.
Drowning.
Yeah.
I heard.
That is the prestige.
I actually have never heard from someone who has died from drowning.
Uh-huh.
But
I've never heard from someone that died of anything.
Really?
I've never gotten anybody's review of death.
I've met some ghosts.
there's some movies where people like Christian movies, you know.
Uh-huh.
My mom made me watch one. A girl, she fell down the length of like a hollowed out tree,
Uh-huh.
and
Some Legend of Zelda shit.
she had a mysterious stomach illness. I think Queen Latifah's in this movie.
Okay.
I know her stump
She
double.
was the little girl was dying of a stomach disease.
Why would you say that?
Doctors couldn't figure it out. She falls down a tree,
This sounds like a TikTok.
momentarily
Yes.
dies, and then comes back to life and has no more stomach disease.
Whoa.
And they credit it to
God.
Jesus. Yeah, God, I
It
guess.
sounds like the tree is to credit.
Yeah, the Great Deku Tree.
Great tree.
Are we allowed
Yeah.
to say that?
This sounds like a TikTok, right?
Yeah,
This
it's
sounds
insane.
very much like a TikTok.
In what way?
Just the way you
It's a
told-
trend. It's a dance.
The way you told that story just followed, I feel like, the beats of a TikTok.
Oh,
story.
sorry. That is how my mind operates now after watching
A lot of TikTok.
thousands of TikToks. I'm like, gotta get the important details out first. Queen Latifah's in the movie before I forget. Now we continue with the story.
I don't want to die or live more that way. You know what I mean? I don't want that to be a reason I live longer. That'd be
What
weird.
age do you want to die, Art?
Pretty old.
Pretty old?
Yeah.
Art has good genes.
Art
my
has good
mom,
genes?
my mom, my grandma is both my grandmas are pretty old. I'm not a woman though, so
Oh yeah.
both my grandpas died younger, on the younger side.
How young is younger?
Like they died before I knew I was born. They're pretty young.
But how do you have a rough estimate of age?
I think one of them's, but I think both of them are around 50.
That is
one of like lung cancer.
that is pretty young.
Another one I think of
Yeah.
stomach cancer. I think
Yeah.
about it.
I don't know.
So I might get cancer.
I have a friend
I don't
who
think so.
I think on his
Not on
dad's
my
side,
watch.
everybody dies at
Thank
like
you.
42,
Oof.
and then his mom's side, everybody lives to like 98.
Yeah,
And so-
women be
Uh,
living.
No, but it was like
Also- yeah, women
it's
do
not
be
the
living.
women that live longer. It's just like the people on that side of the family.
Oh,
live
sure,
longer.
sure, sure.
So it's just like he's a mixed bag. He
Yeah.
he can go any second.
That's funny.
He has no rest.
When do you want to die? What year?
What year?
Yeah, like the 2000.
No, I don't like that. Don't say it.
Don't say the year.
It
yeah,
like
how,
locks it into existence.
2038.
No.
what? 38 in the next like 10 years.
What is that? 43? I'll be 43.
Oh, that makes me so sad.
Why? That he's gonna die at 43?
Yeah.
You've
Don't do
lived
that.
you've lived a pretty good life.
At 43, I think that's pretty solid.
Yeah, but what if you like
Fall
I
in
don't know,
love.
in 12 years adopt a dog and then you're just gonna die on it? You're just gonna die on it?
Fernando does not want a dog. He says he feels sad for any animals that are kept inside.
I feel bad for animals.
Well, you can get a dog
No,
and have
no.
it live outside if you want.
It's not. I said I feel bad for pets. I said I don't want a dog because I would not take proper care of it, and by that I mean I wouldn't spend enough time with it.
That's good.
And I feel like I'd feel guilty just leaving it in an apartment all day.
Mm.
If
Yeah.
I felt like I had time or would be willing to take it out, I would have a dog, but I don't. And I feel like a lot of people do just leave their dogs at home
yeah.
and don't socialize them enough.
Neglect. You don't want your dog neglected. Your
Yeah.
dog neglected.
It's the same reason why I wouldn't have a kid. You know?
I thought you don't want. I thought you don't like kids. I thought you just don't like kids.
No, I love kids. I used to work at a rec center and I had so much fun hanging out with them.
Really?
Big fan of children.
I feel like I've heard a story of you beating the shit out of a kid before.
Well,
I mean, but I was also a child, so
we left that detail out.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure. In my mind, you're always 25.
yeah, I'm always.
Like it's one of those things where
The
like you're gonna
weird
get
Benjamin
older.
Button.
Yeah, no, not even. When you get older, you're like in my mind you're still 25. You know. So things of like, hey, we should go rollerblading.
It's kind of
skating.
like, do you ever think about like the crushes you had when you were like in first grade, and then like when you think about them now, you're like, oh yeah, I had such a big crush on this person, but then
Mm.
you like age them up in your mind.
Yeah.
But you
Not
should.
Uggo.
What?
Nothing.
You said uggo? Is that what you said?
And now they're Ugo.
No, sorry. Continue.
No, but I just mean like I'm still like, oh, this is still age appropriate, even though I am thinking about technically like a 6-year-old. But in my mind, I have aged them up to make them my age still.
I
Yeah.
can't relate because
Did you-
most of the people I knew when I was that age, I went to a school where it
You
was
grew up
it
with
was
them.
yeah, it was kindergarten through
High school.
senior year. So I knew the same people. So it's like my when I think of them as their most recent interaction or age, I guess.
Maybe this is weird then, because I think growing up, a lot of the kids that I grew up with moved out. So the kids I was like in kindergarten with were also not the same kids I graduated elementary
Which is
school.
why you think that way, where it's like you're imagining them older, but you don't really know.
Am I in the Truman Show? Were all these characters just written out and they just got new actors? Oh my god. That's not normal, right? For like the entire.
No, it's pretty normal.
I think that's normal.
Okay, is it? Okay.
I think especially if you live in like a big city where it's like there's
Or
a lot
the
of different
South.
school districts.
Yeah, if you live in the
stuff.
South.
It's a South thing.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you probably
Kids
live
come
in a
and
big-
go
yeah,
in the
kids come and
South.
go. Yeah.
Okay.
Like when I went to public school, kids came and went.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel better
For
now.
sure. That's why I reconnected with my friend at the last, not to plug this podcast, but the other episodes. Is this cat biting you?
It is.
Why?
That's what he did to me. That's exactly what he
Cats
did to
like
me.
nibbling.
Come on, easy, buddy.
I
Okay.
think he's telling you to stop petting him.
Yeah, I don't think he likes. Oh, is he trying to play?
He's fighting now.
All right, this is
I
very.
have another question.
Yeah.
You guys, you have a podcast together. You have a mic, a show together.
Plug it away. Plug it away, baby. Let's everyone
If you
listen.
guys had to start a third venture together,
Oh, we are already.
We are already. Great segue into what we're going to be talking about today. Today we're talking about.
Today me and Art have actually discussed today about starting a mockumentary miniseries.
Yes.
About an open mic comic that will be filming their comedy special in a week's time. So it's going to follow them over the course of a week as a lead up to the special that they are ill prepared for.
And they
wait,
do not deserve.
they're filming their special at an open mic?
No, like
they-
their own show.
They're they're it's like a show that they're putting on. They're like, I'm going to do an hour, and they're not ready to do an hour.
Yeah.
Got it.
Because I know a lot of comedians, Fernando Ruiz, who think they can do an hour.
I don't think I know I can.
I'm kidding.
I know I can do an hour.
Yeah, I don't think I know.
Yeah. Listen, I've been at many dinners, or I've been at one dinner in particular where I talked for 45 minutes straight. And so I think I could do that into a
most
microphone.
of our lunches is you just babbling.
Yeah, most of our lunches is me just ranting about nonsense.
It's either you
And then-
babbling or you falling asleep.
I think I would feel bad if I talked for an hour straight.
Why? People are paying to see that.
Well, I just be like, there's better things that you can be doing with your time.
Not in our mind.
Yeah.
Not in our comedian mind. But yeah, that is actually no joke. That is something we want to kind of work on.
That is something that me and Art talked about just today. So I'm glad you brought that up, Lauren.
Oh.
It's a fantastic
Oh,
thing.
do you need like, I don't know, someone versed in film,
Actually,
television, has a
You remember-
$20,000 camera?
I was just about to ask. You remember
in
those cameras
possession?
that you held at your job that one time? That like $100,000.
Yeah.
Could you maybe snag one of those and
Or
bring
like
it
a
in?
few.
Well, I can't snag that one because that is a freelance cameraman's camera, and he lives in Georgia, so I don't know.
The state or the country?
the state?
Okay. I have connects in Georgia.
Okay.
Oh,
Do you know the man's name?
I do.
Social security number.
I don't.
And
Overall vibe.
overall vibe. And maybe
was-
shoe size.
Strength as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know the
Well,
strength? Like
he
if I
has
was
to
gonna
be
battle him.
decently strong because the camera
It's pretty
weighs like 35 pounds.
But you
and he
carried it.
carries,
You carried it as well.
But he had to put it on my shoulders. Like I couldn't even pick it up. I'm also very weak, so that's like not a good measure.
Okay.
But he like is walking around with like a really heavy camera.
Sure.
But
Okay.
he was like kind of an old guy, so
Okay.
I feel like he
old
could
boy.
he could be bested.
Let's say me and Art versus this old man. Could we take him?
Yeah, I think so. If one of you like went for the knees,
Yeah. That's
like early in the fight,
right.
Okay.
Well, I think
and
I
avoid
would.
because his strength is probably a lot in his arms, his shoulders,
I
his
feel
back,
like his core.
his core maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But no, I'll do the thing where I
Weak
go,
knees.
hey, look over here, and I'm waving my hand.
Oh
And I'll
wow.
kick him in the nuts.
Our fight's dirty.
Oh, for sure. You got it. When you're trying to steal something, you can't fight clean.
Yeah, I mean, if you ever see,
Who do you think would win in a fight between me and Art, Lauren?
if you were like,
It's probably pretty even.
if you
honestly.
were,
If we were okay, let's say me
you
and
were
Art,
like
me
putting
and,
100%
yeah,
into fighting.
me and Art fighted. We're both bloodlusted. 37% oxygen,
Yeah.
and we're on
You'd be
we're on the moon.
Yeah, we're on the moon, and it's lower gravity,
Lower gravity.
and we have 3 days of prep.
Yeah.
3 days of prep on Earth or on the moon.
A half a day each, or 1.5 days each.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Also, we have.
Okay.
Do you work out?
I ride a bike. I started biking
Okay, well, Art
recently.
does that too.
And then
But he like really rides a bike.
yeah, I
He
ride.
like rides around.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
And then
But you ride bike You ride the bike a lot.
But I don't ride like 30 miles. He rides.
Is
like
that what
30.
you do?
He like rides.
I've done
Where'd
it
you
before.
go?
I've done it before. Just like around the city. Like I've run errands. Like
Oh, that's fun.
I run errands around the city.
Yeah.
It's something. It's still pretty new, but I do it. Yeah.
So, Fernando may have stronger legs than Art, because Art's working with weak knees, flat feet,
Yeah, I have
can't
flat
be
feet.
drafted.
Can't get drafted. It's the worst part of me.
Can't get drafted, buddy. They're always trying to get me for the draft.
Yeah, they're hitting you up.
They're always like, buddy, we need. Every time I go to the doctor, they're like, you're a prime specimen for the draft. They tell me that every time.
It's coming any
Well,
day
you
now.
gotta stop going to the VA for your checkups, dude.
I'm always hanging out in
The VA.
I'm always hanging out in prisoner of war bars. And
Yes.
they're like, bro, where did you serve? I'm wearing my USMC
Sure.
shirt.
Where
You
did
do
you
have
serve?
you have a USMC shirt.
I do have a USMC shirt that I like wearing, and people are like, "Thank you for your service," because
How
they see
many
my build.
doors?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm
How many
like,
tours?
enough. You know, just
What's your battalion?
Couple trips to Baghdad.
I start talking about being in Belushi, and
Wait, John?
yeah,
What about him?
So, did you just come up with this idea on the way here?
me and Art
Or-
fighting.
No, the show.
Oh no, this
Oh,
was
yeah.
this was something that came
about
up during
today.
lunch today.
Oh, also,
Yeah.
on the moon, I think Art would win then because your legs would become less useful.
Ooh, that's a
I think you'd win because you have a lot more fight in you.
that's a solid point.
I'd probably give up pretty quick.
But I think Lauren's onto something, that my legs would be less useful on the moon.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But cardio is a big thing with biking too. You'd have amazing cardio.
I do have decent cardio.
But that's less valuable on the moon.
That's true.
'Cause it's-
37% oxygen.
but it's
that-
37%. That's a higher oxygen level than Earth.
Yeah, but it's
Mm.
like you're just floating
You'd be,
around.
you'd be
You don't-
stronger.
You don't need to be running or
Yeah, it's true.
put in as much force
Right.
into
I think I'd also prep better
prepping.
than you would.
You think you'd prep better? Okay.
Oh, I don't know.
yeah,
Maybe.
I know. I think
okay,
Art would prep better.
so we give prep Art. No prep. No prep. Is it me now?
No prep. Yeah, probably.
yeah, maybe.
But I want to go back to this movie.
Yeah, sorry. I just wanted to finish that train of thought.
web series idea. Do you know that there are? I'm sure you can imagine that in comedy. I'm looking at you, Lauren. Sorry
Mhm.
for all the listeners at home. There are like a lot of people who do hours. They record them. They like advertise for them, and they're just like not ready to do it.
Oh, I don't
they,
agree with that.
They do
but
it. They do it independently. Like
Yeah.
it's not like Comedy Central asking them.
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
think they're not
Independently.
ready.
So
It's-
Well, sometimes they're not ready. They're not always not ready.
There are people,
Sometimes they are
yeah,
ready.
like people that we know that are just like producing their own hours, which honestly I think is very cool. And I just thought it'd be fun to make a mockumentary of someone that's producing their own hour, but they are very much not like they're the complete
Yeah.
opposite of you.
I think that's silly. I wouldn't
Yeah.
understand why you would like independently record your own hour because like
Well-
I understand recording sets because you're like sending that out to like bookers.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
it's like when it's like a 15-minute set, you can like watch that. Like no one's watching an hour.
Well, I think it's because right now there's a huge influx of comics that have been producing their own hours, like seller comics and stuff like that. And
like professional comics.
yeah, and they've been posting
do
them
it
on YouTube
as well.
So it's more of a thing
yeah.
that people
Oh
are
yeah,
doing
that
now.
I saw that
Comedian.
that woman from the Comedy Cellar.
The woman from the Comedy
She's
Cellar.
like
What?
short and
They have
yellow.
Liz
women at the
Neely?
Comedy Cellar now.
Liz Mealy?
Yeah, it's probably her.
Liz
no,
Mealy-
short.
No,
Liz
the,
Mealy
the
produced her
older
own hour.
woman.
Oh,
We saw
Jessica
her once.
Kirsten.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think she posted. I saw something on YouTube,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
part of her special.
So they're all doing it.
So yeah, it's a very common thing now. So I think people have at our level started doing a similar thing,
Right.
and I honestly think
trickles
I think
down.
it's pretty cool. And
It is cool.
I think
I-
it's cool to produce something of
Yeah,
I
That
don't know that
caliber.
length. Yeah, caliber.
yeah. And so and I will be honest, the ones that I've seen, I've been like, oh, these are actually pretty well produced.
Yeah.
So I just thought it'd be fun to produce one of an open micer that's very much ill prepared and delusional in the idea of thinking they
Right.
can do it.
Because there are. I think. Have you seen? Would you say that? Have you seen any hour specials that you felt like the person wasn't ready?
Just in general, like an actual hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I've seen like stuff on Netflix where I've been like,
Oh, for sure.
where
Yeah.
it's just like, yeah.
So that's why it's interesting to me. I feel like there's so many. I mean, this whole business sort of built on a certain level of delusion, and we've met some people who are very delusional in a way, right?
Not me personally. I've never met anybody delusional, but
No, I'm serious though. Do you think you have it?
no,
Are you
Really?
I would never say this on mic. I've never met anybody delusional. That's how I feel 100%. And that is what I'm going on microphone saying. Everybody in our scene is
Off
completely
mic.
sane
Yeah. Okay.
and completely
No, I think
illusioned.
People
They're
would,
completely
Look,
illusioned.
Delusioned.
I'm delusional, right?
They are so illusioned it hurts me.
They're so yeah.
They have so much luge.
Luge. Ice luge.
Yeah, I'm jealous of these people's luge.
Don't you think there's a little bit of delusion in this business?
Sure, but I don't think I've met anybody that's expressly delusional.
As he This is why we need the video component for sure. This is the most important part. That's why it's interesting. I feel like it's like you can really get real satirical and fun and have a lot of fun with this, right? With the whole like scene, and also like it'd be cool to showcase the sort of open mic scene happening now. I think, at least I would find it to be interesting.
I honestly just think it'd be fun to make something with my friends,
and that's why we work well together.
Are you thinking this is?
Yeah.
This is like a scripted thing where it's like
Yeah,
actors and people,
so
or are you just gonna go to open mics and like be a character?
I mean, we'll probably get some open mic B-roll.
It'll be scripted. Yeah, we'll probably get, like you said, some open mic B-roll, but it'll be largely scripted. Maybe a lot of improv involved, but for the most part, there will be a set idea of what's gonna happen.
Yeah, beats
And
will be.
How many episodes?
We're thinking one for each day, so maybe 5 to 7. So not too many.
The build up to
and each episode, me and Art agreed to be around 10 to 15 minutes.
Wow.
So they won't be very long videos.
Yeah. What do you think? Any notes?
Notes.
Would you watch this? I feel like you wouldn't watch this.
Well, I'm a hard person to please TV wise.
But
I only watch shows made 20 years ago that no one likes.
Ooh, what's a show you enjoy?
Bones.
But like
Buffy?
I do enjoy Buffy. That's true.
Yeah.
You don't enjoy Bones.
But that's like when I watch TV shows independently.
Big David Boreanaz fan.
I don't watch.
Yeah.
I don't. I watch like shitty TV shows on purpose.
Ooh, you know who that sounds like?
You.
Your boy.
I watch like right now. Well, I feel like bad calling it shitty TV, but it's like TV that like I don't watch like Game of Thrones. Like I don't watch like
Which
super
is
well
shitty
received.
TV. Yeah.
Well, no, but like
I see what you're saying.
well.
No, but Game of Thrones only became shitty. Like it was
in the last
Yeah.
But it was also like
I watch shows that like people have never talked
Watched
about.
before.
Like
Yeah.
like no one's talking about these shows on Twitter.
Right.
like what?
kind of
Name
thing.
a show.
Right now, I'm watching this show called Cold Case. I believe it was on CBS in the early 2000s, like
Okay.
2003.
Okay.
And it stars a white woman, and she's a homicide detective for the Philadelphia Police Department, and she's tasked with solving the city's cold cases.
This sounds like not that bad though.
It's like, it's not bad, but if you were to like tell me to recite any of the episodes I've watched, I couldn't do it because they're just like so.
They'll kind of run together.
They all kind of run together.
Now
They're all
that's-
kind of the same thing.
I feel like that's entirely different from me, someone who watches stuff like all the CW superhero shows and could tell you all the lore back to front. I've seen all of the Flash. I'm not proud to say this. I've seen all of the Flash 4 times. So
Wow.
I've rewatched it
Why?
because I really want to make sure I understand what's
Yeah,
What's
going
going
you
on?
have a crush on Grant Gustin?
I mean, let's not get into my crushes on that show. But, you know, there's also Stephen Amell and Arrow. You know, there's Legends of Tomorrow. There's Supergirl.
God, you're
you
such
know?
a nerd.
There's Black Lightning, which also recently got brought into the universe
So
where they
you-
introduced the multiverse. You know,
You sound like you watch shows to like escape into worlds. I watch shows to empty my mind.
so I watch shows not to escape the worlds, but it's to relate to people. And then I found out later.
No,
that,
not- I
Then
didn't
I
say
found out that
escape.
I found out people don't watch
I
these
didn't
shows.
say escape the world. I said escape into worlds. Like
Oh,
you're
that's a good
interested in
point.
like worlds and like
but
lore.
I also
Lore,
watch
though.
like
The
I am
world.
interested in lore, but I also watch shows like The Big Bang Theory. I rewatched recently.
Yeah.
There's a lot of lore in the Big Bang.
No, for
Theory.
sure. The way they eat Thai food, I mean, that is huge.
You know, I watched all of How I Met Your Mother for the first time.
Again, huge world. They live in New York freaking City,
you know.
baby.
That episode with the numbers. Come on.
Pineapple.
Numbers are good. The numbers episode is a deep one. That one ends heavy.
Yeah.
See, you know, yeah,
Death.
you like the worlds.
Yeah.
You like these worlds.
But that's not a but that's any if you want to
Yeah.
talk about worlds, that's how shows are. Cold Case
Yeah.
has a world.
okay,
Yeah,
sure.
but it's like there's
It's
not.
It's not like a universe.
Supernatural.
Yeah.
Supernatural has a lot of lore.
It does. I do like Supernatural.
That's 15 years of television.
I haven't watched the latest seasons though.
Oh
but-
wow.
I jokingly choked this cat. It made me laugh.
What?
On camera?
Yeah, I would.
No.
It's just so soft. I would never.
Okay, back to your show.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I do think people. I think there's a level of delusion. I think I've met some people who are a little delusional. Yeah, and it's fine. It's not a bad. It's just like that is show business. There's gonna be delusional people. Not even show. It's delusional people in any business.
I like
any
that you
world.
threw that hair and it immediately fell on the
Yeah,
couch.
whatever. It
Do you
happens.
think you'll actually make this, or are you just like talking?
I would like to, and
I like to write it at the very least.
yeah, and I just know that I know enough people to be able to make it. I think that'd be fun. This
Yeah.
isn't very interesting for podcasting because it's just like me talking about an idea I have.
Yeah.
But
Really?
we
uh,
have.
you know,
Wow.
Or you can start a seed and spark. Is that what that's called?
Like a GoFundMe.
Yeah, it's like a GoFundMe for like films and
We could do that, maybe.
creative projects.
Well, I feel like we have enough friends to be able to pull this stuff together pretty easily.
Yeah, we don't want to ask for things for free.
That's true. Also, it will cost us money to like make this probably.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but like
If-
not
well,
a bunch.
Yeah, you want to throw some quiche to your friends.
I'm not
Well,
throwing them
not
shit.
bad, yeah.
You know,
That's all.
I'll buy them a pizza at the end of at the rap party. I'm like, guys, all 20 of us, we're sharing one pizza.
Yeah.
I'm be like, hey, can I get one large plain? Cut it into 15 slices.
This is what
like,
you do turn Italian when you order your pizzas.
yeah, I do. I'm like, hey, buddy, listen here, buddy.
pepperonis.
No pepperonis. You know, I'm gonna get a pepperoni pizza, no peps, all
No,
plain.
yeah, pepperoni pizza,
You
no
know,
peps.
how many slices? Is that 8? No, cut it into 20. There's 25
20
of us.
people plus.
I'm sorry, but the 5 of you that were the most useless not getting a
The
slice.
Ah,
5 PAs.
yes.
I'm talking to you, Jerry. Jerry, you know what the fuck you did. You fucked it up.
You got any mozzarella on the side?
Yeah.
You got any
Jerry
sticks?
Seinfeld's involved with the project.
I mean, his name's gonna be in it.
He's executive
Producing it,
producing.
That'd be cool.
Jerry Seinfeld presents.
Ooh. But anyway, back to the pod. This has been fun, huh?
Yeah.
Lauren, what is your perfect day like? What would you do on your
I've
perfect
already
day?
answered this.
But do it again.
Should I Can I make up a lie?
No.
Why?
Fernando, what is your perfect day like?
My perfect day? Okay, so let's say I wake up.
No.
What?
I want to make up a lie.
All right, well, think about it.
Okay.
I'll do it now.
Oh, okay. I'll think about it.
Okay. Fernando, what's your perfect day?
My perfect day consists of me waking up somewhere around 6 a.m. I've
Mhm.
recently won the lottery, so I have unlimited funds.
Love it.
Okay.
Love it.
With those funds, I have since been able to get myself into a few sailing lessons that I have taken over the course
Mm.
of 6 months.
Which we have talked about, yeah.
So these 6 months, I've learned to sail, I have learned to read the stars, and I've learned to navigate and traverse the globe completely independent of any technology. I am now Christopher Columbus, but without the racist undertones.
With the racist undertones. Undertones.
Overtones.
Overtones.
Undertones. I'm gonna stick with my original phrasing.
Okay, wow.
Pizza.
I mean, you would. You would.
As a
you would
fellow
be good.
Italian, I can't call
Hey.
Christopher Columbus racist.
You would be good as a Christopher Columbus, I think.
Yeah.
You'd be good as an Italian, I think.
Does Christopher Columbus have white hair? I feel like he has white. I don't know why. I just always assumed
He's
he
dead.
He's got like white. He's got like a white hat.
Maybe that's
The
okay,
director?
Sure.
He's got like a white hat in most pics.
Anyway, so I learned to sail. I have a sailboat. I
Mhm.
hop on that sailboat. I bring along a friend or two. You're not included, unfortunately. Art.
Wow, because this is
Because
5 years.
Let's say
one of
by
us
this
can be
point it's been
famous.
5 years.
Yeah.
We're no longer friends.
Right.
Because you have blown up. You wildly successful.
Why haven't you blown up?
Because I've won the lottery and I've given up.
That's success. That is bigger success
So-
than being
so
famous.
Art right now. He's on HBO. He's
I'm on HBO.
he has his third HBO special.
Aw.
They won't put him on
Third
Netflix.
HBO.
They
Yeah.
won't put him on Netflix. HBO is the only people that will.
Yeah, I'm
work
a
with
little
him.
too edgy for Netflix.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the opposite.
Oh, why? Is Netflix edgy?
Well, yeah, 'cause Netflix like does like Dave Chappelle and Ricky Gervais.
Oh, Jicky Gervais.
Ricky
Rick-
Gervais.
Jicky Gervais. Jicky Gervais.
Ricky Chicken Gervais.
That's an inside joke Fernando have going on, where
Oh.
we call Ricky Gervais Jicky.
It's not even an
Gervais.
inside joke. It's just us saying his
His
name.
name with opposite.
Yeah,
letters,
But it just sounds funny, Jicky.
It sounds.
Gervais.
It
A little
sounds.
racial.
It sounds a little Christopher Columbus.
Yeah, you know what I mean. A little racial overtones.
Christopher Columbus be saying Jicky Gervais.
Jicky
You know what I
Gervais.
mean? So anyway, so I learned to sail. You know, I hop on that sailboat. I bring along 2 or 3 friends.
Okay, this feels a little racist.
Me and those three friends, we load up the boat. We load up the boat with what? A couple bottles. A couple ladies. Those ladies are not included. with the three
Bottles? You
people.
just call
Bottles?
ladies bottles?
No, the ladies are hyenas, but the bottles. By bottles, I mean like a few things of
Bevs.
alcohol, some
Bevs.
bevs.
Oh,
you
okay,
understand,
yeah, yeah.
You know, some Crown.
Some of that bootleg stuff,
You know,
huh?
yeah, some moonshine.
Some shine, yeah.
you know,
yeah.
you know,
some of that devil's
Shine.
juice.
Yeah, a few modis. You know, modelos. That's what we call them.
Modis?
Modis. That's what we call them.
Nice.
You know, we hop in the boat. We get a
Some
few pals. We
gansets.
get some few hyenas. They're not included with the pals because the ladies, when we're done with them, they are overboard.
You want to know what a group of hyenas is called?
Once you get the women on board.
Broad.
A pride.
A pride.
Once you get the women on board.
and trap them.
Do you have something to say?
No.
Oh, you asked me to go on.
Yeah.
Okay, and then now we do a sail around the world. Okay, we ship
Yeah.
ourselves to, I don't know, God knows where. Okay, because I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't paying attention in those classes. I get out there, I'm lost.
yeah.
I'm now lost at sea.
But do you let the other people know?
Yeah.
No, as a
You
cla-
just
yeah,
pretend
no.
you're in charge.
Just like
but,
pretend,
you know.
yeah.
just like the man I am. They're like, "Hey, are we almost there?" I'm like, "Listen, buddy, we're
We're there when I say we're
We're
there.
getting close. We're getting. But
It's
they
not
don't.
about getting there. It's
I-
about the journey.
I also don't tell them this. We're running dangerously low on rations
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I got a midnight snack problem.
Right,
I
but
like
you-
to snack late at night.
and you have fishing rods. You don't know how to use them.
No.
There's no idea. You got a bunch of bait. No idea.
We bought fishing rods. We did not bring bait. Okay, so we just
Yeah.
got a bunch of hooks and we got a bunch
What are the ladies for?
just for hanging, just for company.
Oh.
You know,
company.
You like to chat. You know, sometimes you need a lady's
Well, because
perspective.
you specified friends
Uh-huh.
Mm.
and then ladies.
I was thinking one of them could be like a doctor, one could be like a chef, an archaeologist.
Yeah,
you know?
so we got the
One's a
ladies.
samurai.
We got ladies there for support. You know, they got
Oh.
the medicine.
Yeah,
The psychiatrist.
Yeah, the chef.
The chef.
Yeah.
No,
This is One Piece. That's what I'm trying
Yeah,
to do.
doing One Piece.
Yeah, the navigator,
The small reindeer.
the small reindeer.
But anyways, we're running real low on rations.
Yeah, yeah,
We're running real low. Okay, gradually.
but morale. Through the
morale,
roof.
morale. We're on. 'Cause I'm
roof.
not telling anybody. We're still
Everyone's having a great
Party
time.
boat every night.
still a banquet every single
Yes,
night.
yes.
I'm sweating, but nobody else knows.
Yeah.
Eventually, I'm looking around like, who are we going to eat? Okay.
One of the ladies was like, "Captain, your telescope's flipped." You go, nah.
Yeah, they're like,
I do it for the challenge.
Yeah. It's a good bit, am I right?
yeah, I'm
Pointer, she's
nearsighted, so I gotta
laughs.
make things
Yeah,
look a little bit
yeah,
farther.
you need to
I gotta make
reverse
things
it.
look a little further.
You gotta reverse the thing. This is how you want to die.
And so now I'm on the sailboat. I'm lost in the ocean. You know, waves are coming left and right, ups and downs. I don't know which way waves come.
Ups and downs.
Ups and downs, yeah.
Rogue
No, you're right.
waves.
You're right in between two oceans where they meet and they're like different flowing
Oh,
patterns.
yeah,
You're
I
right
get
in the
you.
middle.
Yeah, I'm right in the middle.
So they are going up and down, left and right.
I'm
in and out.
I'm lost. You know, it's Bermuda Triangle. Who knows? I'm somewhere.
Bermuda globe, baby.
Yeah.
Who
it's
knows
just-
where we
the
are?
whole planet might as well be fucking not where I'm supposed to be.
All right. So how do you end your perfect day?
Had a
This has been more than a perfect day. He's been traversing the
Yeah,
globe
this-
for weeks and
Well,
months.
in his perfect day, a day is like 3 months.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. 'cause
Time gets
it's not,
distorted.
It's
well,
nonstop fun.
when you're in Margaritaville, you know,
Yeah.
the day
Yeah,
never
yeah, yeah.
stops. You know,
Right.
you can't stop. We won't stop.
Well, on your perfect day, you would have like a magical amulet that can change and distort
perfect
time.
day. Perfect day. Harry Potter's possible.
Yeah, time
Harry
turner.
Potter's real. I got that little amulet that Hermione got. You know, I'm doing some
Which-
flip flam spins.
I mean, not to be that guy, not to be a turf, but didn't J.K. Rowling canonically destroy those?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
but I got the last one.
Now this feels like fan fiction. Now this doesn't feel real. And what's next? You're gonna hook up with Hermione, a married woman? No.
Anyway, so I'm out in the ocean. I'm here with these three lovely ladies, my three pals, best pals in the world. Art is not included. 'Cause
Oh
Again, he's-
no.
again, he is wildly successful. He's
Yeah,
on
but
HBO.
Lauren's there.
He's got 3 HBO.
And Pitbull.
and
I got 3
I got a
Asian-
Pitbull there. Pitbull's there.
Yeah, because imagine like every night just fireball. Dun, 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 dun.
No, I think Pitbull
That
and
raises
a
spirits.
Pitbull. You
And
have a
it-
dog and a performer.
Aw. Well, the Pitbull is a. No, I'm not counting the Pitbull and the friend.
Oh yeah, that's just a
That's
just
just
a
like that's like a crewmate.
that's like an ant. You know how like pirates have parrots?
yeah.
I got
that's
a
your
Pitbull. I
Pitbull.
got a
Yeah,
Pitbull just
you got a
sitting there.
Pitbull.
Aw,
Yeah.
where's the little
To like
jacket?
keep away the rats. You know,
Okay.
sea rats.
Sea rats.
Wait,
Yeah,
are,
yeah,
we
sea
talking?
rats.
Are we talking Pitbull the rapper or Pitbull?
I'm saying both.
Both.
Okay, so Pitbull. Both Pitbulls keep away rats.
yeah. Yes. The performer Pitbull keeps away the people who don't like good music, those rats. People who will snitch to people. That's that kind of person. And then the dog itself will keep away the sea rats. Yeah.
Sea rats.
All right, so now we fast forward. It's been 3 weeks. We've been lost at sea.
Right.
We've been
But to you,
complete-
a day.
yeah. To me, it's been a day, but to everybody else, they've been really. I would say that people found out, but it's been too late. I'm now chowing down on the last one of them. I'm eating them.
Oh, you ate all of them.
Yeah, I needed to
Okay.
survive. I had to
People?
do what I did. I am starting to suffer from scurvy. I've now been laying on the deck for what feels like 2 days.
Hmm.
And then suddenly my
poop
ship,
deck?
The poop deck.
Yeah.
my ship finally hits land,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm saved.
What's the
whom?
land?
Yeah, what kind of land?
Where do you land in your dream day?
India?
India.
You know the ocean connected India.
Yeah, you know
Okay.
India? You know India's
The Indian Ocean?
Yeah, but you have to go through things to get there, right?
You think I would be I've been sailing for
No.
I've been sailing all
You
this
could
time.
get there.
Just straight get through. I don't know the geography of the Indian Ocean that well. Isn't it like?
What do you mean?
He'll have to pass other land, right?
Well, yeah, but if he's starting from New York, he just goes through the Suez
I've been
Canal.
lost. You could lose your way to
To
starts
the
from New
Indian
York.
Ocean?
Yeah.
I'm saying
Okay,
Christopher
okay.
Columbus got lost, ended up in the Americas.
He
Okay.
he somehow made his way. He had enough sound mind to navigate himself to the Suez Canal, passed through, and then made it to the Indian Ocean.
No, he got stuck.
got stuck.
He got stuck.
Well,
held
I
up.
fell
As
asleep. I
cargo
fell
ships.
asleep.
Sure,
As I
sure.
said, I did pass out on the deck, and the ship kind of just took over. from that
floated
point.
through the Suez
Yeah.
Canal.
It floated through as it does sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say this has been one of the best perfect days we've heard. I'm not gonna lie. One of the better ones. One of the best ones. Did you come up with a lie yet?
I did, but I don't want to say it now. That
Yeah,
was
that's beautiful.
yeah.
What a way to end this.
Yeah.
Are we wrapping up? Do you guys want to keep talking?
I don't know.
Always a good question to ask on a podcast. Are we wrapping up, or do you guys want to keep talking?
Well, don't you have to go?
Yeah, you do have to go.
It's 7:50.
I don't really have to go.
Don't
It's-
lie.
I've kind of already given up on going.
No, you can make it there.
Guys, let's restart this podcast. Guys, welcome to the Teach Me Good podcast.
Well, here's the thing. Fernando made a huge stink about not going to a show or something to do this podcast, and I was
I did
like,
not make a big
"Alright,
stink. I
He's
mentioned
making a
it.
big stink. He was like, I wish I could get hit by a car on the way here, and I was like, dude, if you don't want to do this, you don't
Whoa.
have to do this right now. And you're like, no, dude,
I
I
will
don't
say-
want to put it off.
I have said this multiple times that I do often wish whenever I'm going to plans, I do wish that I get hit by a car on the way to said plans so that I can.
But this is a
not
fun hang with
violently?
your friends.
Violently?
enough to put me in the hospital.
Or just like a little.
enough to put me in the hospital.
But this
for
is
like
like
a
this
day.
is like a fun
Like,
hang though.
not lethal, but like enough to like take me out. You know,
But you know what I
It's-
hear though when you say
Sure.
that? You say you don't want to hang out with your friends, and that makes me sad.
it's.
I feel the same sometimes.
Yeah, you know, like when you get invited to something, you're kind of just like
But I've-
hating the idea of leading up to it.
Yeah.
And so you're just like, I just wish anything would happen that I don't have to do this. And I always wish that thing was me getting hit by a car because then I don't have to do it. And then the people that when they find out, they'll also feel bad because I'm also petty. So
It's fucked up. See, I was excited. I came in here being like, we're gonna talk about how we're gonna know each other forever. I'm never gonna not be his friend, and like
You're
I'm
both
excited.
gonna be successful together.
Successful
friends
together. She's gonna
forever.
be me and him, not my girlfriend. But I guess my girlfriend's here. But and I was excited to be just the boys hanging out. You know, I was excited. I was like, I hope no car. I hope
he's excited
no
for it to
car
be just
drives.
the boys, and then he invited a third.
I always invited a third. I saw Lauren crossing the bar, and I was like, we love your vibe. And so now you're here. Can we buy you a drink? And now you're here. Now you're here on the pod.
It's
Are you comfortable now?
no, I
Oh,
just
okay.
for a second I thought you said I saw you taking the bar. I liked your vibe. And I was like, yeah, that's a good way to meet someone.
Yeah, I was looking
Taking
at
the bar together.
I scaled a building, and it ended up being some weird law school building, and people were just taking the bar, and I saw you. And I had my suction cups while I was scaling it. And I started tapping on the window, and I said, hey, I like your vibe. And you go, I'm writing the essay right now.
Is there an essay portion of the bar?
Yeah, there is.
Is there?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't take it.
There's an essay.
I chickened out.
I would have.
Yeah, you spent all that money on it, and you're just like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I think there's an essay portion, yeah. Anyway, what a fun episode. Any other thoughts, Fernando, before we leave?
No, I just really wish I could sail.
No, I'm sad for you. Lauren, how about you? Any thoughts before we leave?
Yeah, you reminded me of one time I was on the train and there was a man sitting next to a woman, and the man was on his laptop. I guess they maybe were in front of me because I don't know how I would have witnessed this. They were in front of me, not behind. And on his laptop, he was watching knot tying videos, like how to tie knots, like
Okay.
nautical knots.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the girl next to him was like, "Oh, are you looking into like sailing, or are you taking classes?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna take classes when I get back to New York. I tried like sailing this weekend. I really loved it." And she was like, "Oh, well, like that's so cool. Like I love sailing. I've been a sail instructor for like 10 years." And then you wouldn't believe what happened next. The next
Part two. Wait,
part
what?
two.
What? Light for part 2.
Yeah, come back next week.
No, he the rest of the train ride, which was maybe, I don't know, like 40 minutes, he mansplained sailing to her after sailing for one weekend to this woman who had been sailing, a sail instructor for 15 years, and was like, well, actually, when you're doing this, just like really just like blah, blah, blah. And I was like, man, this woman has so much strength and courage to
Also,
continue
she was
this
being so
conversation.
nice.
She's being so nice.
Damn.
And this dude just like was literally looking up how to tie a knot.
Yeah.
And she's like, I could sail with 3 of my friends and 3 women and a pit bull to India with my hands tied behind my back and an inverted telescope. And he's like, I know how to tie one knot.
This reminds me of one time I was on the subway and a lady told me she was sailing for 10 days. And I was like, oh my God, I just sailed last week. And then I had to tell her, you know, I kind of boat. I was sailing a 420, and I learned how to hike and where starboard was. And wait, did you just see me on the train the other?
Well,
day?
no, because you told the story wrong.
Did I?
Yeah.
How?
She hadn't been sailing for 10 days. She's been.
No, I said 10. They said 10 days.
Yeah.
I meant 10 years.
Okay.
Sorry.
Then yeah, I guess it was you.
Oh yeah, sorry. I misspoke.
Also, it wasn't on the subway. It was on Amtrak.
Oh, the train. You said the train.
Yeah,
I
I
just
would
assumed
have
the subway.
specified the subway.
Oh, weird. I guess we live different. I was on the subway, so I guess.
Yeah,
different
but it's
stories.
the same.
Yeah. Cool.
I get into a lot of fights with people on the train, so I get into. Art has experienced this. He's experienced me getting into a fight with somebody on the
Stop
train.
moving the hand.
Huh?
The hand. It's picking up. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were pointing at me because it's my solo now.
Hold on. Anyway, yeah, you do get in a lot of fights, and it's weird.
Yeah, I get into fights with strangers in New York City constantly. It's a problem.
Yeah.
I don't know if I started it or if I attract it, but it definitely happened.
Well, I hope you never fight. You and me. Let's end this here.
Yeah, let's do it. Guys, thank you for joining us on this episode of Teach Me Good. I've been Fernando Ruiz with my co-host, Art Kai, and our lovely guest, Lauren DeMundo. We're signing off now, so we'll catch you on the next one.
The cat's licking its butthole.